Great morning, great morning, great morning. You guys come on in, come on in. While you guys are coming in, I'm going to turn on my do not what disturb.
That's my notification that you're on.
Yes. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Today's a new day. We're waiting for sunshine. Y'all know what that means. That means this is going to be a silly day. Now, you know what I did, April? I did not get my iPad.
I can go grab that for you.
Thank you so much, beautiful. Great morning, you guys. Let us know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Jackie. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm excited about today's drive-by. Excited about having April here with me. Y'all go ahead, though, share. Let us know where you're tuning in from and share, and what?
Share again.
Yeah, this live. While y'all are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and share.
Hey, Jackie.
And me share.
Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. It's going to be a great day.
It is. Okay. I think I've shared everywhere that I need to share. I didn't share to my story. I don't know why on the iPad it doesn't want to let me share to my story. That's all right. All right. Thank you, Jackie, for sharing. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Now listen. You know, we try to give people a little minute or two to get on the line, but y'all know what time it is.
What time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
Alive. See, now you see why I turn it like this, right? Okay?
No.
Listen, this is what we got to do. Y'all know what it is. We got to sing the song. You know the song gets catchy.
It is.
When the pastor sing the song in the service.
Yes, he did. That was funny.
Y'all ready? Hey, Corey.
Hey, Corey.
Listen, yeah, we alive out here. We alive. All right, here we go, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Shot. Everybody shake. Hey. Shake the devil off. Hey. Shake. Shake the devil off. Listen, now that we shook it up, so we shake it up, pour it up, and drink it up. So whether you do the pre-prepared shot, 92 ounces of aliveness, or you pour your own shot from the big bottle, you need to get your shot together and ready because we taking shots up in here. Now, my husband's not here. He's gone out already, but guess what? He got his shot in his pocket. Listen, that's the beauty of the shots. The shots are so easy to take with you, hand out. Pastor, because Pastor always, he talks about their lives. He said, Doc, prophetess, I'm getting mine. Hold on, I'm getting it. So I took him a shot yesterday. I said, here, Pastor, because I knew he had another service that he had to go play at. Listen, and he worked for that shot, honey. He deserved that shot after the word that he preached and the power of the service. I made sure he had a shot to go with it. So listen, today we're talking about peace, and here's to Jesus being our peace. Cheers. Oh my gosh.
So tasty.
Just like candy.
It wakes up all of your taste buds. They just tingle.
Cheers, Corey. Hey, Dr. Betts. Dr. Betts says, alive. We alive. We alive. We outside. No, we not outside. I'm inside because it's 50-some degrees outside. I'm good. Okay. Although it'll be 78 today.
What?
Yeah. It'll be 78.
It'll be in the 70s. It's going to be beautiful here.
Yeah. Beautiful weather. It's just chilly in the morning and at night. You know, it's been chilly in the morning and at night. But listen, today, our devotion, we're on day 14, and the topic is peace. Jesus is my peace. Now, y'all, it's so much going on in the world that you got to have peace. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let April read the scripture, and I'm going to read the devotion.
Oh,
so let me
read it from yours.
Read. That's why I can't fool with you. You just be showing out so bad.
Hey, you love it.
I do love it. I do love it. Where are my groups? I don't know what's going on and why is it going on. Let me go here. All right.
Always another way.
Always another way. And if it's one thing that I'm going to find,
is another way.
It's a way.
Now that's facts.
I'm going to find a way.
If I just think about NVU and how we maneuver around some stuff, oh, you're going to find another way.
I'm going to find a way.
And it's going to work for everybody.
I'm going to find a way. A way. Listen.
I love it.
Listen. I'm going to find a way. See, that's why when people come to me and they tell me why they can't do something, I'm going to show you a way for you to get it done. We often get limited because we think there's only one way. But there are many ways, right, to accomplish a goal, right? Anyway, here you go, April. I'll give you. Wait a minute, hold on. Read.
Now see, I got my mind all together. Be serious. Now you clowning.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Day 14 in peace. Peace in Jesus. Oh, you want me to read? Oh, no, you just want to read that part. Jesus asked, do you finally believe? But the time is coming. Indeed, it's here now, when you will be scattered, each one going his own way, leaving me alone. Yet I am not alone because the Father is with me.
Pause. The text said, I am not alone because the Father is what?
He's with me.
Is with me.
Glory. Read. I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me.
Stop. Have what?
Peace in me.
Have a peace.
Peace.
Have some peace.
Peace.
Okay, read.
Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I have overcome the world. John 16:31-33 in the New Living Translation.
All right, hold on, y'all. Somebody is calling me. Let me see who is calling me.
It better be Jesus. You better not answer. If it ain't Jesus, you better not answer.
I can't see, y'all. Listen.
Wake up.
My mama. I got an answer for my mama.
Okay.
Y'all, that's my mama. Mama!
How you doing?
Mama, I'm good. What you doing? April here with me.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Why you in the dark?
Oh, they ain't got no light on.
Oh, well, listen. I'm live right now.
I'm live too.
Can I call you after I get off the drive-by?
Yeah, you can call me.
Get on the drive-by and watch it.
How do I get on the drive-by?
I'm going to send it to your messenger.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right, Mommy. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
All right, bye. Y'all, that's my mom. I had to answer because I just was asking my sister, had she talked to her, and she said she called her last night. So y'all bear with me 1 minute. I'm going to get back to y'all, but let me send my mama this drive-by, okay? Send my mama this drive-by.
That's me.
That is you. You saw you.
I see me.
I see me.
Tim said, not me. Because you were like, who calling me? Or either I said it, Tim said, not me.
You talking about it better be Jesus.
Better, if it ain't Jesus, don't answer. But
it was my mama. That was close.
Close enough. Close enough.
Okay. All right. Let me sit.
He said, I guess she can override. Don't go up against Eunice.
Don't mess with Eunice, mate.
You don't want them issues.
Listen.
Okay, I read this. Read. It's your turn.
All right. In life, we go through many trials and tribulations. At times, it gets overwhelming. We can feel as though we're alone, like we're out here by ourselves. Well, we're in good company because Jesus also went through trials and tribulations and sorrows. So, what is the difference between his going through and ours? That is simple. Jesus understood that not only were his trials necessary, but also that he was not going through them alone. In fact, in this passage, he is encouraging the disciples because he knows that his time is near and he will be going to the cross and they will be scattered. And not only will they be scattered, but they gonna leave him, right, alone to go through it. Even though what would appear to be a calamity was coming, he needed them to understand that he was not alone. So even as he prepared to face persecution and death, he was concerned about them, the ones that would leave him. Like, y'all make that make sense to me. Jesus knew that they were going to leave him. He knew what he was getting ready to go through, and he was still concerned about them and wanted them to know that he was not alone. He wanted them to have peace with the entire situation. He loved them so much, and he loves us so much. Jesus goes on to tell them that they will have many tribulations, but they don't have to worry or be afraid because he has already overcome the world. When you understand that there is no thing that you can go through that God can't bring you through, my God, then there ought to be a level of peace that is so comforting that you roll through the potential pain because you know that you will get to the other side. Not only will you get to the other side, but it will be so worth it that this present suffering is nothing compared to the future glory. Now that you know that Jesus is your peace, when situations arise, and believe me, they will arise, you will be able to tap into that peace to get to the other side of it. The day I wrote this devotion, I encountered a situation with my daughter that led me to going all the way off. And anybody that knows me knows that one person who can get me to the point of all the way off is Micah Raquel Walters, my daughter. Listen, she knows every button to push, and it seems like she just be looking for them sometimes, okay? But I don't know what happened on that particular day, but I know whatever it is, it had to be a lot because generally my tolerance is pretty high, my patience is pretty high, and my ability to allow things to roll off my back is pretty high. So if I went all the way off, I don't just go all the way off. I'm telling y'all, I don't. Now listen, there was a time when I did, but I'm pretty good about maintaining myself even in the midst of anger. So by the time I get to the point where I'm going all the way off, you done crossed so many lines and touched so many triggers that you done took me to a place that if I'm not careful, I won't be able to come back from. But let me tell you what happened that particular day. Fortunately, I remembered that the day was about peace. So, of course, mine would be threatened. It was in that moment that Jesus reminded me of where my peace was and who my peace was. And I was able to regain myself and my perspective. Sometimes we just need a reminder to get us back in pocket. So let today's scripture and this devotion be a reminder to you that you don't have to go all the way off. You don't have to go off at all. You simply have to trust the one who has always had you because you are not alone. Gloria, I'm glad you did too. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Right. Great morning, Elvaline. Thank you for sharing, Jason. Hey, Stacy. Great morning.
Stacy Massey.
All right. April. So what did you think when you read this devotion, heard this devotion?
That I just need to rest in God and let God be God and let him do what he's doing in my life.
And not be on that bull.
Oh, we gonna do that?
I
Live?
didn't listen. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She always calling me out in front of people.
Hey, Antoine.
Lord have mercy.
I'm saying us in general. Like, cause sometimes we all will be on that bull.
Yes, we will. Unnecessarily. We bring unnecessary anxiety and stress on ourselves when God says, listen, I'm carrying your heavy load.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of it.
Well, there's some loads that you carry.
Well, that's because we messed ourselves
there's
up.
some loads that you carry. It's some loads that there's some loads that you carry.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We're talking about carrying heavy loads. We got some heavy loads that we carry.
We want to talk about heavy loads.
We got some heavy loads that we carry.
Yeah, some of us have a little heavier loads than others.
I know you're not looking at my load.
Somebody's load is a little more heavy than mine. Yes, your load is bigger than mine.
I don't think so.
I know you lied.
Let us get back.
Let's not. No. Let's not go to measuring.
The load.
We'll pull out the measuring tape.
Girl, I already got my measurement. I can tell you what it is. Big.
No, we gotta get back.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but for me, in these past week, this really helps me because of everything that's going on in my life. And all the changes and all of the newness. And it's been a lot. So God's like, it was so befitting for this to be for today, for him to just let me know, April, just chill out. I got it. One day at a time. Just let me have it.
Yeah.
You just know that it's under control. I brought you to this. I have all of this for you. And it's not to get you all in a tizzy, not to have you all up in arms, just calm, just peace. Because he's handling everything. So
your eyes moist.
Laughing at you. Oh, you think I'm getting caught up in emotional? No, you see what I got on this morning? I gotta keep that.
My eyes are moist, and I'm gonna tell you why my eyes are moist. It's one thing for me to deal with my stuff, right? It's one thing for me to deal with my stuff. I've gotten pretty good at dealing with my stuff. Let me tell you what my challenge is. My challenge is watching people I love go through their stuff. So for me, I've had to learn to have peace as people work through their stuff, and knowing I can't change it, knowing that sometimes I may be able to say something, but even then it may be limited. And other times I'm not able to say anything at all. And I have to watch people go through the process. So I've had to learn how to let people be responsible for their own journey and their own decisions. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. When people ask you questions and you answer the question and they do what you suggest, if it don't go the way they think it should go, there's a tendency of people to then blame you for it not going the way. So I've had to learn to send people back to God. What did God say? I've had to learn to say, trust the process. I've had to learn to say, it's all going to work out, instead of giving a direct answer, even though I know what I hear God saying. Other times I will, and April gets on me about this, because God will tell me something and I won't say nothing. But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's frustrating for God to show you something and you tell people, and then they just go on, and then it be a whole mess, and then you be looking at them like.
But you gotta divorce yourself from that. Just
Don't
like
be using my words against me.
But just like we do with NVU,
right?
When we call people and we give them the information. We let them make the decision, and if they say no, all right, next, and move on.
Yes.
And it took me a while. Like, I got a no yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, scratch off the list. And then I followed up and said, hey, if you know of anyone that may be interested.
Girl, I'm so proud of you.
And I moved on. Whereas before, I'd have been like, oh, somebody told me no. Oh my God, I can't. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I just got all these hundreds of people to call. It's okay.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm growing.
Yes.
God is
yes.
doing a great work.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hey, Miss Audacity.
Woo, Roz. Roz.
Who's missing, Roz? Huh? Who's missing? Okay. She missing. She talking about the dream team. Who missing? You. Hey, Kareen. Great morning. Yes, Corey. Yes. Yes, Gloria, it is. Mm-hmm. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. Jason said, I'm not working out for nothing.
What that's supposed to mean?
Heavy load. Heavy load.
Sir.
Unnecessary comment, sir.
You better get back in this piece. Don't start your... Jason, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, sir. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Oh, God, I'm so glad I have to teach class today. I'm going to get off here in a minute.
Moving right along.
You better move on.
Moving along. Yeah, but you know, sometimes I'm released to say something. Sometimes I'm not. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I have to let people get to a point where they see things. And then if they're open, mm-hmm. I can say something. Mm-hmm. Other times I just got to watch it.
Yeah. That's the life of a prophet.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll give the word because you know what you see, mm-hmm. but it doesn't manifest. Like people got to go through some twists and turns, some ups and downs, some round. Here we go around the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. They be going around the mulberry bush to get back to the word mm-hmm. that was spoken, which when you're a prophet, it can make it seem like you didn't hear God, or you missed God. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell you, you can't judge things by the immediate. Mm-hmm. You've got to allow time for things to transpire. I've had people tell me a word I gave them 5 years ago came to pass. You know, listen, I just got a message from somebody, and I'd given them a word that they were gonna have a baby.
Oh,
yeah, that they were gonna have a baby. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to her about the products and stuff. She said, "Are they safe for pregnancy?" I said, "You're pregnant." She said, "You prophesied it."
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we find out, sometimes we don't find out. But what I'm going to tell you is this. You got to let people work out their own soul salvation and their own life journey. And it is challenging, particularly when it is your children. Yes. So I want to talk to the parents for a minute. We're going to talk to the parents for a minute because parents carry sometimes a self-imposed, extraordinary burden for working things out for their children. And I'm going to tell y'all how we do our kids a disservice. If we spend our entire life working things out for our kids, we never give them the opportunity to develop confidence in their ability to solve problems.
Mm-hmm. That's why God snatched me right on up out of New Jersey and sent me to Texas, because I was the crutch for my kids. And I was always there. And if something went down, they knew Mama was there and she was going to fly in and save the day. He said, nope. And as soon as I left, then he showed me that what I had instilled in them, mm-hmm. that they utilized that. My son surprised me. Senior in high school, learned how to get on the bus and get back and forth to work and mm-hmm. did everything he needed to do. He did all the legwork to get into college. I just was like, oh, okay. But it was difficult. Mm-hmm. They're definitely difficult. But you know, God will remove you, and he did that.
Move you.
He took me way far away where it wasn't mm-hmm. like, oh, in a couple of hours I could be there. Right. You know, we're talking about 2.5 days it would take the drive.
Yes, so, yes. And yeah. This is the other thing. There are many ways that God can remove you.
Yeah.
Why don't you move yourself out the way before he has to remove you in a way that's not the way that you want? See, I understand now in a way that I did not understand before I went on my whole journey, that every one of us, God is working something out in our life. And it's to get us to a place where we can fulfill his purpose for our life. And our children have to go through things because it's a part of their story. Mm-hmm. It's a part of their testimony. It's a part of their purpose. God is preparing them to walk in the realm that he needs them to walk in, not the one that you want them to walk in. We have these ideas of what we want our children to do, what we want their lives to look like. Angel number 177. But we got to understand that God has a plan. Mm-hmm. And if you get in God's way of his plan, he gonna move you one way or another. Mm-hmm. He gonna find a what?
A way.
A way to move you. Okay? Go ahead.
I would rather err on the side. Okay, God, I see you moving me. Let me just go on.
Let me move myself out the way. Yeah. Because what I don't want
is a permanent movement.
A permanent movement.
Yeah,
I don't want to be laid down in my bed where I can't get up and get in the way. Yeah. I don't want it to be in a way where there's a major break in our relationship. Mm-hmm. I don't want it like that. So God, if you're telling me to move out of the way, God, let me move out of the way so that they can take their journey. Let me shut my mouth and let them figure it out. Let me move back and just allow them to use me as a sounding board. Allow me to give them wisdom when requested. When what?
When requested.
When requested. It's just like on Facebook. People can want to be your friend, right?
Yeah.
But if they want to be your friend and they just instantly start messaging you, that don't mean that y'all friends.
Right.
Because y'all are connected in Messenger don't mean you friends, right? Mm-hmm. In order for them to become your friend, somebody got a request. Mm-hmm. I feel like preaching this morning.
Well, you better preach.
Somebody got to make a request, right? And whether it's you making the request or them making the request must be made and accepted.
That's right.
Every friend request that you get, you don't have to accept. Mm-hmm. The devil is a lie.
I got Lord, a couple hundred of them sitting there.
Listen, I started deleting them. I started, delete. I don't even want you holding up my box, right? I don't want you to hold up my friend request. I need you out the way because you are not what? My friend, right? Mm-hmm. So we've got to understand that God wants us to operate in a place of peace no matter what is going on in our lives. I got a message from my sister to call her this morning. Y'all know when you get them early morning messages, call me, please. I'm like, oh, Lord, let me call her. I'm like, girl, what? She said, I didn't expect you to be up. Girl, I be up. But I immediately thought something had happened because the night before she had told me that basically our sister-in-law, had gone back into the hospital. So, no, she told me this morning that she'd gone back in the hospital. So when she told me this morning that she had gone in the hospital, I was at peace. God's already spoken to me about the situation. I'm at peace. See, when you get to a place where you can be at peace, no matter what happens, then you are able to provide an example for somebody else and be their peace.
Absolutely.
This week I get to be April's peace.
Yes, you do.
Even when she be on that bull. So I discovered something. I discovered that my face really speaks. I didn't know that it spoke so clearly, but apparently my face speaks really clearly. So last night we're talking and I'm looking at her. I'm tired, first of all, I'm tired. I'm rocking and rubbing. When I start rocking and rubbing, I'm either the Spirit of God is moving or I'm tired, right? Don't let it be the Spirit of God moving and I'm tired. We in trouble, right? But I'm rocking and rubbing. And I said, what's my face saying? She said, that's bullish. I said, flesh and blood did not reveal that to you. I didn't say that, but flesh and blood did not reveal that to you.
Oh, whatever.
But it's good when you have people in your life that when you're not at peace, they can remind you of the peace that's available to you that all you got to do is walk in.
Yep.
Sometimes you just need to say stuff and you need a hug. Now, I might not have the answer, but I got good hugs, baby. My hugs is far. Okay, you feel like you have fallen into the arms of the Lord. Okay, the angels are wrapping around you. That's my hugs. Don't act like they not that. I know what my hugs do. I know what my hugs do. My hugs make you take that deep breath.
Just like,
and I be like, yes, my child.
You doing too much. Too early. Too much. Too early.
Yeah.
You do give good hugs, but don't act like
you give good hugs to me.
that is not that song. Tim, your wife is butchering yet another song.
How you know? You couldn't even listen to that music.
I heard that song. Don't matter that I couldn't listen to it. I heard it at some point in time in my adult life.
You did. But you know, I like to make something. It just seemed like it fit.
It does. It's fine. Do your thing. It's
your
your drive-by. I'm just a little.
No, you're not a little nothing. Not like that. Not like that.
About to say
not like that.
You throwing a whole lot of shots.
No,
today.
Not like that.
Oh,
not
okay.
like that. Not
You better
like
reel it on in.
God, who you talking to?
Reel it on in, Dr. B.
Knock her off this stool.
And then be the first one to talk about, she's not going to do that. She loves me too much.
I do love you too much. And if I tried to knock you off, I'd probably fall too.
Right.
So we really want to get to the motivation of why I wouldn't do it.
And I would be the one hurt because you're going to fall on me.
On you.
Right.
Fall down on me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Oh,
yeah.
My God.
But this is the other thing that gives you peace. Being able to laugh.
Yes. And it relieves so much stress and it relaxes you. And then you're like, okay, good. I can move on. I can take this.
That's why you love me. Because I'm going to always make you laugh.
Always. When we get together, it's... Hey, when you picked me up or either I got to the house or yesterday morning, I said, let the shenanigans begin.
We be on them shenanigans.
Oh my God.
Listen, but life is so weighty.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you deal with the anointing and you deal with people, life is weighty.
Yes, it is.
And laughter, like it just lifts some of the weight.
And it comes at the right time. So in the high stress time or high anxiety time, something will come along that I've literally had things come along that made me laugh so hard, like tears was flowing and I just could not stop. But after I stopped laughing, I felt so much better. And it's like, you take a deep breath and you just move forward. Like, I can do this. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Yeah. But that peace that comes on you, it just like takes you from here all the way down. Mm-hmm. And God wants us to know that in Him, it's going to be that way. If you just remind yourself, just think, Pastor Deloach said it yesterday. He said, you know, when everyone says this.
Now you see why I love him, right?
He
why
said,
I be like, I love me some Pastor George Deloach. Now you see why,
oh
right?
My goodness. He said, we all say when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that He's done, He said, I don't have to think about all. He said, I just get one good thought.
Yeah.
So you just get one good thought about what God has done in your life to calm things down and show you that He's God. That peace will just come on you like, you know what? If He did it before, He can do it again. Same God right now, same God back then. So, yeah, I love to have peace in Him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, y'all, just know that as you're taking this journey, Jesus is our peace. He's our peace, our Peace, and we can rest in Him, that He's already overcome the entire world and everything in it. Death, disease, depression, everything that you can encounter, sickness. Listen, everything that you can encounter, Jesus has already overcome it, and He's given us the ability to overcome it. So we're an overcomer. You know, we're not just a survivor. Beyonce and Destiny Child say, I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. But in Him, we're not just survivors. We're overcomers. We're thrivers. We have the ability to thrive in the midst of the most challenging circumstances and allow God to be God in our lives. One of the things I love about my husband is My husband is a low-key comedian, right? He's a low-key comedian. And when I tell you he got jokes, he got jokes. So we can be dealing with something and he'll have a joke and he'll, crack a joke and he'll be saying something. And the thing is, and this is the reason why he's so funny, because he be looking so serious when he say it. And he'd be like, did you just say? And you just have to laugh. When we were at the event, and he went to the bathroom and saw that it was a porta potty. It didn't have no light on. He came back. He said, "Listen, I got porta potty PTSD. Porta potty PTSD." He said, "I can't do it. I got porta potty PTSD." I said, "Oh my God, this man is so hilarious." So that even if I'm upset with him, right? And I get upset with him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He'll tell you, she be mad, but I crack a joke. He'll say something and I'll be like, oh, I can't even be mad with you like I want to be. Sometimes you want to be mad. Like they did something, said something. You don't want to let it go yet. You ain't ready. You ain't ready to let it go.
But you gotta laugh.
But you gotta laugh. Then I'll be mad at him because he done made me laugh. Now I can't even be mad like I want to be mad, right?
It's a setup.
It's a setup. It is. But God knows. That's why God knows who to put together and who to put in your life. Everybody need to have a friend who will listen to you and then give a good joke. Say something that's going to make you laugh. And you be like, I know you lied. I know you didn't just say that. While I'm trying to tell you, I'm just saying. So I know that I'm often that person for people because I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to hear what you have to say. And at some point in there, a joke is going to get made. After you done, I done let you vent, then I'm going to tell a joke.
Sometimes it's just your looks that make people laugh. Just the way you look.
I don't know what you're saying about how I look. You trying to say I look funny? What you trying to say?
All right. You know what? I'm not even going to go down that road with you. I'm not going down that road with you.
I can't, Corey. I can't. Yes. Oh, goodness. So, April, I know you got to get off early today because you got class. And I'm sad that you have class, but we're glad that you've been able to be with us. What is it that you would like to leave the people with this morning before you go? I know you got 5 minutes. Don't take all 5 at one time. No, I'm just playing.
Why are you so controller?
Because this is my life. This is my drive-by.
Hey, I asked you if you wanted me to be on, and you know what you said? Why you asked me that stupid question?
Because
just
you know,
like that.
I know. You know, I want you on here.
But then you want to dictate how much time I take?
What my face say?
I can't say on live what your face say. I can't say that.
Tell the people what you gonna tell them.
As I bring it to a close.
Closing for the third time.
For the third time. I gotta go teach class and I don't want to. I want to stay on here and just enjoy this. But however, just rest in God's peace. Rest in Him. He is big enough, strong enough, powerful enough, and has it all under control. You don't have to worry about anything. Put it in His hands and put it in His hands completely and go about your day. Put it in His hands completely and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Put it in His hands completely and live your life to the fullest. Because you don't want to waste time. We don't want to waste time worrying about things that God has already worked out and we're missing out on life ourselves.
Corey said, give me my word. I see I missed it yesterday.
Oh, no,
she don't put a 1 in. She said, give me my word.
Oh, my goodness.
She said, her word. Give her her word. Now, don't play with Corey. Don't play with her. Give her her word.
I hear the Vashawn Mitchell song says, it's turning around for me.
It's turning around.
That's just what I keep hearing. It's turning around for me. You see changes taking place, and they may not be huge changes. They may not be very noticeable, but they're enough to where you say, and you recognize that. God says He's turning it around. He's turning it around, so don't lose your peace in this situation. Don't lose your peace at this time. Just know He's going to continue to give you subtle signs that He is turning it around. Rest in that. Know that he's doing it and prepare for what's to come. Because there's preparation that you have to do to be ready for what God is doing. Mm-hmm. So make sure that you're ready. Make sure that you're ready.
Just be still.
That's right.
Gloria wasn't here yesterday. Give Gloria a word. I feel like she need a word.
Yeah. That same song, but another part. But this is in the song, but it's in the word. God says he's going to perfect that concerning you.
Yeah.
He says that he's going to perfect that concerning you. So whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you're facing, what you're up against, he's going to perfect everything concerning you. You are important to him. You are special to him. Whatever that need is, he said he's going to perfect it. That's good. That was good, God.
And it says sooner or later, it'll turn in your favor. It's turning around for you. Listen, Corey said, I felt that in my sha-na-na, as Dr. Sis would say, received. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this. Oh, let me do 17:17. Let me read 17:17 before you go so that you can hear that word. Angel number 17:17. Y'all, God is up to some major things. There's some major shifts that are happening. And I'm going to go into that more. But I want to tell you all what this word is. Angel number 17:17 deals with good fortune and new beginnings and encourages you to finally take the leap of faith and follow your heart. It signifies new beginnings and positivity, encouraging to leave past mistakes behind and move forward in your soul purpose and mission. It's all about life-changing experiences, personal growth, developing your intuition, and the willingness to embrace life's ups and downs, because you're going to have both. It's a sign telling you to be a leader for yourself and prioritize your dreams and goals. Y'all, you got to understand that what God is doing in this season is personal. It's personal. What God is doing in my life right now is personal, right? There are some things that God said he would do for me, and I'm taking this journey very personally. Not personally in terms of things that what people say and do, but this is personal. You know, me getting to my purpose is personal. Yes, 17:17, Stacy. It's personal. You got to make it personal and know that you're not wrong when you take time for you. You're not wrong when you focus on you. You're not wrong when you stop supplying everybody else's need because you ain't God. The word says, and my God shall supply. Okay? You trying to supply everybody else's needs. So he supply you and then you supply everybody else. No, they can get it from God just like you can. Okay? Let them do that. Okay? So just know that it's personal. April, I know you got to go.
Bye. Let me go watch these students take this final exam. While they're doing it online, I have no, but I'm getting paid, so
hey,
praise be to God.
Get that money, get that money, get that money, get that money, get that bag, get the bag, get the bag. Go get your bag, girl.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, boo. You'll pull this around for me,
yes,
so I can scoot over. All right, y'all. All right, y'all just got me now, okay? I know y'all saying April left. She'll be back in the morning. Join us in the morning. She's here all week. Join us all week. I said earlier that God is doing something. He's doing a new thing. There's a major shift that's happened, and it's up to you to tap into that shift. And I'm going to give you an example. Last night, I was doing some Zooms. Yesterday, I was doing some Zooms, and it took me to the 40-minute free Zoom. Now, first of all, I pay to make sure that I have the enterprise Zoom, the one with the webinars and the large meetings and all that. That's what I have, right? So all of a sudden, knocked me down to the free 40 minutes. Y'all know I can't do nothing with no 40 minutes. What I'm finna do with 40 minutes? That is not how I roll. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this and why is this happening. So I see that I'm paid through November 23rd. So I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why this is happening because it ain't time. And I know I ain't missed the payment. So I'm trying to fix it. And so I said, okay, I was nervous to cancel the account. So I said, well, let me just try to do a new account, right? So I really was trying to do a new subscription with my old email, but it put my new email in and created a new Zoom. So now I have a new Zoom, which means that all of my stuff is linked to the old Zoom with the 40 minutes, right? And because I knew that I needed the enterprise Zoom, because I knew I had a 2-hour class tonight, I can't be stopping and starting. I don't like that. Okay, to me, I don't like that. It's not, I don't like it. Let me put it that way. I don't like it. So I now have a new Zoom. And God began to speak to me about it. And he said, listen, because I just told somebody earlier that day, yeah, I got a new husband and a new number. So slowly but surely, there are things connected to my past that God is removing and requiring me to do new. So now I've had to create a new Zoom, a new Zoom personal meeting ID, a new Zoom number, new. But it also came with some new features. Somebody type in the chat, new. It came with some new features that I probably wouldn't have seen had I not had to go in there and do that. Features that were there in the old one, but I didn't know anything about them because I'm used to just logging in and doing my Zooms. New. God is doing a new thing. Don't be surprised when he requires you to let go of old things that have been with you. It's new. It's new. He's giving you new mindsets, new fire, new revelation, new energy. And there's a fresh wind that's blowing at your back to take you into the new. But you can't go into the new holding on to the old. And that's whether you're talking about old habits, old things, old thought processes, old ways of doing things. It's new. And so even as I'm talking about this, my husband and I were talking about Thanksgiving. And this is our first Thanksgiving together. Even though our anniversary of the first time we talked is coming up tomorrow, baby, it's our anniversary. Hey, anniversary. This is the anniversary of when we had our first conversation for 4 hours. And he knew that I was his wife. Will you be my wifey? Yes, I'll be your wifey. Listen, in the past, there would be at least 3 meals that I would cook in the year, right? Because I didn't really cook. There'd be at least 3 meals I would cook in a year, and that would be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. I would cook those meals. Like those meals were mine. I would cook them. My ex-husband may do the turkeys, but I would cook, all the sides and everything. And so when we were talking about Thanksgiving, my husband said, well, what's the menu? Because, he's used to cooking, right? He always cooks, right? And so he was talking about, well, let me know because I need to know what I need to do. I said, babe, you just need to cook the turkey. Just cook the turkey. We got this. We got the rest of it. And when I was sitting here and I was talking, God began to talk about new, and he talked about new traditions. New traditions. Sometimes we are so set in the old way that we've done things that we miss out on creating new traditions. So I was sitting here, and it's like driving, right? I'm used to doing all the driving. So I'm so extreme. either I'm gonna do all the driving or none of the driving. Like that middle part be hard for me, right? But I don't have to do all the, excuse me, I don't have to do all the cooking. Angel number 2112. I gotta look that up, 2112. I don't have to do all the cooking. We can do it together. And I love, let me just tell y'all, I love that man. And as we're approaching Thanksgiving, I'm incredibly grateful for him. Last year, Thanksgiving, I was sick. I'd gotten some kind of bug and I just was sick. And I remember talking to him. I remember sending him a picture of me in the ER, like looking like death, not even warmed over, just death. And just how much he loved on me, prayed for me, all of those things. I love my husband. And people don't, sometimes it's hard to put into words just how much I love him and how much he means to me. And sometimes God will just remind me, I'll get a flood of emotion that reminds me of how long I waited for him and all that I went through in the process of him showing up in my life. And I'm not saying that all of it was bad, but what I'm saying is sometimes we can get caught up in the day to day and forget to really appreciate those God have placed in our lives. I love that he has a gift of hospitality. He loves hosting people, feeding people, having people over, which works so well for me and my personality and my assignment. I love how he loves the people who are connected to me, whether we're talking about my children, my grandchildren, my family, or we're talking about my friends, the people who are part of a ministry, you guys, right? His heart is so big. And I remember the first time he got on a drive-by and God gave me a word for him. And it was that your love is different. You love different. He really does love different. And I'm grateful that I am the recipient of that love firsthand in full measure. He doesn't do everything I want the way I want. But can I tell you something? This man listens to me. He listens to me and he hears me. And he does everything in his power that if I say something, he's going to try to do it. If something bothers me, he's going to try to fix it. If something just makes me more comfortable or it's something that I like, he's going to surprise me with it. I've gotten to the point, people who know me know that I'm not big on surprises. I don't like being surprised. Don't tell me close my eyes and open my mouth for nothing. No, I'm not doing that. Don't tell me close my eyes and hold out my hand because I'm looking. No, I need to see what you're doing. I'm finally at a place with him where if he says close your eyes and open your mouth, I just do that. If he says close your eyes and hold out your hand, I'll do that. But it's taken a while. Because when you have been in a place where you have closed your eyes and opened your mouth and somebody put something nasty in your mouth, then you don't want to trust people. And I'm not saying literally, but I'm saying figuratively. Or you closed your eyes and you held out your hand and they put a snake in your hand and they know you're deathly afraid of snakes. And I'm not saying literally, I'm talking figuratively. But listen, this is what I'm telling y'all. When you get someone where you can begin to shed those layers of mistrust, those layers of doubt, those layers of insecurity, those layers where you feel like you got to guard yourself. That's an amazing thing. So accept all that comes with the package, right? You don't get to pick and choose because they don't get to pick and choose with you. Like, I know for me, yes, I'm anointed, I'm a prophesy, I'm a teach, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna speak life. There's another part of me, a part of me that a lot of times people don't see. So when I talk about that part of me, people be shocked, like, what? Like, oh, you're violent. and there is that's in me. It's able to come out. It's a part of who I've been, right? My get back, my petty. It's a part of who I've been. So he gets all of me. He doesn't just get the good parts. He gets all of me. And all of me can be aligned. So just like he accepts all the parts of me and deals with all the parts of me, I deal with all the parts of him. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that God chose me to be his wife and his helpmeet. I'm so grateful that God chose me to walk out this journey called life with him. Because when I'm in an uproar, my emotions are all over the place, he brings me peace. He's going to say something. He's going to do something. He is for me what I am for so many other people. And if you're someone who has had to carry that for a lot of people, finding someone who will do that for you, you value that. And I never want to get to the point where I don't value it. I never want to get to the point where I don't appreciate him. So this morning, we wake up early. We might be up early. So it's the wee hours of the morning, and we up and we talking. And he's talking. He said, "Yeah, baby." He said, "I'm over here sending out this video. I need these people to know about these products and about this company." So he said, "Because I've got goals." He said, "I've got big goals." And he said, "Either I'm gonna take them out or they're gonna take me out. But somebody gonna win, and it's gonna be me." To have someone who has that level of commitment and tenacity towards something that we are building together, I've never had that before. Like, this is new. And though we do different things, what we both do is important. And I have to remind myself of that. Like, I want him to do all the stuff that I do, but he doesn't do all the stuff that I do. And he doesn't have to. That's why we help each other meet those goals that we set. So, baby, I just want to publicly acknowledge you and say how grateful I am to have you in my life and how grateful I am to be your wife, how excited I am to take this journey called life with you, how grateful I am that you called me that day and started this whole process. I'm grateful that you chose me and that you chose me without us going on a single date, that you chose me having never held my hand, never kissed my lips. You chose me. You chose me from our conversations. And we video chatted though. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. We talked with the video. Now, listen, what we not finna do is catfish. That's what we not finna do is catfish, right? how you get on every one of my drive-bys, how you listen to my videos over and over again, how you are plugged in and tuned in to me. Um, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I love you with all my heart, all my soul. I love you. Or maybe say God did that and I'm grateful. It's so funny. I said this morning, yeah, I said, because if I keep telling people stuff and they keep, throwing it back or bucking against it, I start telling them stuff. I said, oh, babe, is that why you don't fool me? He said, girl, what you talking about? I love you with all my being. And I said, oh, baby, come in. So I just want you to know, baby, how much I appreciate you and love you. Come on in. I know that's my baby. Turn the knob, Ariel. Good morning, Ariel. Hey, my sunshine. It's little April. You gonna stay in here with Auntie? Yeah. Go get your iPad. Amen. Amen. Listen, appreciate the people that are in your life. Not just your significant other, but the people that are in your life. And I want to tell y'all, I appreciate you. Listen, y'all could be watching anybody this morning. Y'all could be listening to anybody. Look, you don't have to share the videos. You don't have to tell anybody about me, but you do. And I'm grateful for that. I don't take it for granted. Listen, this is not about me. This is about God's people being encouraged, seeing examples of what God is able to do and hearing what God is saying concerning their life. That's why I started the drive-by. I didn't want to. What God said, do a prophetic drive-by. I said, what is a prophetic drive-by? Like, with a machine gun, just driving down people's streets, shooting stuff up. Listen, you got to know your assignment. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly. I know that it's a serious assignment, which is why I come on every day. Every day. This is not Monday through Friday. This is Monday through Sunday. I come on. And I try to be as consistent as possible. And God got on me because my time shifted, right? God got on me. He was like, nope, no, I need you to honor your time commitment. So I've tried to be better about that. And I'm not perfect, and I get it. So I give myself grace like I give other people grace. Thank you, Sheikah. I appreciate you. Your Aunt Corey said, hey, and love you. And your Aunt Stacy, too. Levada said, your humility and appreciation for what God has done is showing. Thank you so much. Y'all, I don't have time to fake it, and I don't have time to take things for granted. I've lost too many people that I love. I've gone through too much in my life not to value what God is doing and what he's done. I'm at peace. If I were to die today, and I'm not, I just want y'all to know I ain't dying and I ain't suicidal, so I don't want y'all to think that. But if I were to die today, I would know that I poured out my heart. And I always want to be in a position where if anything were to happen to me or someone connected to me, that they knew how I felt about them, that I expressed that, not just that they knew in their head, but they heard it come from my mouth, that I showed them, and I can be at peace and they can be at peace. Evelyn said, absolutely. I appreciate you and Mr. Tim and this drive-by. Amen. And we appreciate you, Evelyn. Brittany said, this is the most peaceful I've ever seen you. And Brittany's known me for quite some time now. That's my other daughter. That's my white daughter. Y'all know I got children of all ethnicities. I do. But that's my white daughter. I fell in love with her. I spoke at a class at Everest University. And she was in the class and she came up to me afterwards. And we just have been connected ever since. She was a part of my church. She was my armor bearer. When I tell you I love her, I love her. She and her fiance came to our wedding in Tampa from Ohio. And when they get married, I'll be performing that ceremony for them. I just know, and she knows me. She's been with my family, like with my family. She know what my family looked like and what it felt like. She was with me through ups and downs in the ministry and in my marriage and with my family. So she's seen all those dynamics. And one thing she'll tell you is I'm consistent. I'm consistent, but it's good to be able to be at peace. It's good to be able to be at peace and to be in this place that I find myself. Stacey said, I'm grateful for you, your wisdom, your love, courage, and all that you do. God is doing amazing things for you. Praise God. Thank you, Stacey. And I am thankful for you. And I'm so proud of you guys. Listen, those of you, yes, no more headaches. Yes, Brittany. Corey said, you are loved and appreciated. You have changed many lives in many ways. Bless you. Thank you so much, Corey. I'm excited. I was telling my husband today how proud I am of the people that are connected to me and their growth. Listen, it's not about being perfect. It's about growing. It's about allowing yourself to change and to become more of who God desires for you to be. And I'm watching you guys do that. And I know it's not easy, right? Because I've been doing it too. I've been going through it too. So I appreciate you all giving me the grace to have made mistakes and missteps and still love me as I have been going through my process. Grace is an amazing thing. So the song Amazing Grace is not just some words, but it literally is amazing when grace is in your life. Whether you're talking about grace from God or grace from other people or giving grace, all of it is a necessary part of the journey, and it's what keeps you at peace. I made peace with the fact that I can't make grown people do nothing. That I have to let people take their journey. But if I focus on living my life out loud and allowing people inside my life to get some of the ins and outs, the ups and downs, that maybe, just maybe, that would help them to know that they're not by themselves. They're not the only one that thinks like that or goes through that. And that you can overcome it, or you can work your way through it. You can navigate it. You're built for it. All of those things are important, because sometimes you feel like you're the only one. You feel like I'm the only one going through this and don't nobody else know what it's like. But then you hear somebody talking about, you're like, man, yeah, that's me, right? And you watch them, and you watch them grow, and you watch them evolve, and you watch them become more of who God created them to be. And it is an encouragement, because it lets you know that you can become more of who He created you to be. Catherine said, I love and appreciate you and your ministry so much. Thank you so much, Catherine. And I appreciate you, Dr. Bet. When Catherine started following me, we met through somebody else. And now Catherine and I are more connected than me and the person that we met through. Even though we still love her, it's not like anything is wrong or anything. But Catherine and I have built our own relationship. And it was in a whole nother company. Like, it's amazing to me how God has used network marketing in my life to connect me to people. I mean, people can say what they want to about network marketing. You won't hear me say bad stuff about it, because I know that there is purpose in it for me. And I'm called to it. I'm called to it. I'm called to it. I'm called to it because it gives me a way, a vehicle, a mechanism to really impact the lives of large numbers of people. I'm called to it. I used to, kind of downplay it, but listen, it's in my DNA. It's in my DNA to connect with people and to connect people and to pour into people and to help people find a way, to help people have success. Karine said, love you, Dr. V. I'm forever grateful for you and the relationship we've built. Yeah. And it's so funny, Karine. It's so funny because, Karine, let me know if I can share part of our journey. Let me know if I can share part of our journey, because I want to make sure that you're comfortable with it. Yeah, baby, it's in my Dana. It's in my Dana. Dana, and yo, Dana, what you talking about here, Dana? Oh, you don't know what Dana is? Dana, you know, Dana, DNA. DNA. Yes. Okay. All right. So Karina's giving me permission. Um, amen. Amen. And that's what it's about. So Karina and I, we met at my son's graduation. She came with a friend of mine, and that was our first meeting. Then she ended up coming to our house. That's when I was with my ex-husband for Super Bowl. Came to the house. Listen, first of all, my house was so extremely cluttered, right? Um, it did not look like me. That's what I'm gonna say. It didn't look like me or look like where I would be. Okay. When she came to the house, and she began to get on the drive-bys at some point, right? And she would talk about not being able to hear God. And we kind of walked through all that. She did my classes and stuff. But she was looking for something. She was looking for a relationship and felt like we were going to have a relationship that we did not have. She's talking about I came for chicken wings and they had none. And I can't remember what happened with that. I don't remember what happened with that. But she was talking about, she sent me a message in Messenger. And she was asking me why I didn't pick her. Like, why didn't you pick me? I thought that we would have a different kind of relationship. I just knew that I felt like it would just naturally happen, that we would have this relationship. And I just want to know, did I do something that made you not pick me? And she said, I want you to be really honest with me. And so I told her, I said, and I can't remember which one happened first. I think, Karine, I think you might have apologized for judging me or judging my situations and my choices. I think you might have done that before you sent that particular message. But at some point, she sent me a message apologizing for judging me. So one thing about me, I know when you're judging me. Oh, you apologize after. Okay. So I told her that I felt resistance with her. I felt resistance. I felt like when I said things that she didn't really receive it. And, I just, I don't choose to fight with people about stuff like that. Right. And not fight literally, but if the energy is off, I don't be going after that energy. If our energy is off, I'm not going to be calling you. I'm not like, we're not going to have that kind of relationship, especially if I know you're judging me. It means that I know you can't handle inside of my life. You're not going to be able to handle inside of you're not going to be able to handle all of me, because all of me is a lot. Remember, I told y'all that. You're not going to be able to handle all of me. So it's certain access that you're not going to be able to have because you won't be able to handle it. It'll mess you up. I don't have time for it. So I keep people where they can handle it, right? And where I can handle it, okay? And so later, she ended up apologizing for judging me. And I didn't tell her I felt her judging me. I didn't tell her that. But later she apologized for having judged me and not showing honor. Now, anybody that knows me, you don't have to bow down and you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that when it comes to me. But I recognize dishonor. I recognize dishonor. And we can be cool and laugh and joke and there still be honor. But there's a line that you cross that's dishonor. And she crossed the line a few times. And I don't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. I just look and listen, and then keep moving. But she said she realized God revealed to her what she was doing. And that's right, unintentionally. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't like she was trying to do it, but it was happening, right? And we had a conversation about it. And in that conversation, um, we really shared our hearts. You know, there were some things that I shared with her about decisions that I'd made, inside stuff that most people wouldn't get, like the backstory, the hard part that maybe people just saw part of it, but this is why this transpired, or this is this, right? So fast forward now, um, we talk more. She reaches out more. And that's the other thing. People often want me to be the one to initiate interaction. And this is my thing, you guys. So, you know, I have a lot going on, but it's not that I have so much going on that I don't have time to talk to people. That's not it. I may not think to reach out to you because of all the stuff that I've got going on. But if you want to connect, definitely reach out to me. And then as we build, then we'll probably talk more. And maybe we may not. Let me just be real. We may not. I'm not going to talk to everybody all the time, or everybody the same amount of time, or everybody the same way, because we have different relationships. But what I'm going to tell you is this. I believe with everything in me that her apology and recognition of what she was doing unintentionally opened the door for us to have the relationship that she wanted all along. So I took a test today. You know, we're doing this prophetic boot camp, and tonight we're talking about love. And one of the assessments that we're doing is the apology test, right? Apology assessment. What kind of apology do you need and do you expect? And one of the things for me that's big is accountability. You can tell me, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But if you don't acknowledge any accountability that you did something, I don't receive it. I'm not going to receive that. I'm not. And I think that's, baby, we got to do this assessment. You got to do this assessment too, because I think we apologize differently, right? We need different things from our apologies, and it creates a problem. So he thinks he's apologizing because he says, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'm like, no, that's not enough. Like, I want you to acknowledge that what you did was problematic for me. Like, I just take accountability for it. His thing is, I'm just going to fix it, because if I fix it, then it's okay. Now I'm going to take accountability for what I did, but I may not fix it the way he wants me to fix it. You understand what I'm saying? Or I may not. You see? So we can have different apology languages. So in his mind, he's apologized, right? And it's done. In my mind, it's not resolved because there was no accountability taken. Her taking accountability meant everything to me. Accountability is huge to me. That's huge. It's bigger than you changing it. That sounds crazy. It's bigger than you changing it, is you taking accountability for it. So that unlocked the door to some things. Angel number 1616. Let me look that up now. Let me look that up now. Angel number 1616 indicates a strong spiritual presence and a need for profound self-discovery and personal growth. It invites you to keep a positive attitude regarding your life path. It's all about love and new beginnings. It signifies a renewal of love in relationships or the potential for new harmonious connections. Come on now. It encourages embracing inner healing. Wow. It appears when your angels want you to know something important about your future, purpose in life, or spirituality. It's a message from your guardian angels reminding us that attracting positive changes requires a positive mindset. So all of that is connected to what we're talking about. You can want relationship, but if you don't do the work on you, or if you don't understand what the other person needs, then you're always going to be bumping heads. But once you begin to understand what you need and what they need, then you can work together to navigate things. That assessment today helped me a lot, right? Because I find myself very angry, and I'm angry because I want my husband to understand what I'm saying or how something affected me. His thing is, I'll just fix it, I just won't do it anymore. And I'm like, no, but that's not it. It's not enough, because you don't understand why it's a problem for me, or you're not taking accountability for it. Now me, I'm going to take accountability for it, but I may not change it. I'm going to take accountability. You're right, I did do that. You're right. You're absolutely correct. I did do that. Right. So there's a, this helped me today, baby. This helped me a lot. I want you to take the test, because I just, listen, I'm telling you, I see it. Catherine said, me too, accountability is huge for me. I cannot stand it when people will not accept ownership of their part of the situation. Hey, my daddy. He said, good morning to my beautiful daughter, and hello to my sons and daughters. Love you guys. We love you too, daddy. Evelyn said, I know it makes me so mad. And it's an anger that I can't explain, because it tends to stretch out, um, because of the need for that, right? So then we got to explore why we need that. What is it? What is it that we've experienced in our life that makes us need what we need? Because there's always something there. There's always something that leads to it. So you all, as we are taking this journey in life and we're talking about peace and navigating peace, I need you to understand that sometimes the peace that you seek, you must find in Jesus, right? Because a person may not ever give you the apology that you desire, the way that you desire it. It may be all that they can give you. It may be all they can do. They may not know how to do anything else, or they may not know that you want or need something else. So we've got to understand, and we've got to be able to allow Jesus to be our peace. I was watching, 2 times I watched Maxine's Baby, the story of Tyler Perry's life. If y'all haven't watched it, watch it. I'm telling you, watch it. Um, but there was a scene where he was being interviewed, and he was asked if his father had ever apologized to him. And he said, no, he hasn't. And they said, well, do you want him to apologize? And he said, at this point, I don't think it would make a difference. I don't think it would matter. I made peace with it, and I forgave him. And because if we make our life and our peace contingent upon other people's apologies, we're allowing them to control our peace. No, we can't do that. We've got to know that Jesus is our peace. Look, you guys, this week I'm going to do the No More Sabotage. I'm doing the No More Sabotage 1 and 2, where you can learn what your saboteurs are and how to overcome them. Because if you don't know how you're self-sabotaging, and all of us self-sabotage, if you don't know how you're self-sabotaging, then you can't address it. You can't fix it. You can't deal with it. You got to know how to do that. So I'm going to release today how you can register for the class. The class is going to be on Friday and Saturday. We are going to dig in, and we're going to get into it, because I want you to have the freedom that comes from knowing why you're doing what you're doing, and understand that some of what you believe is lies. It's not the truth. And to get to the truth and be able to allow God's word to override the lies that our trauma has produced in our lives. We've got to be able to grow and do self-assessment, and to do personal growth and personal development. That is the area where I think we most struggle with the application of God's word, because we don't know how to apply it. Well, I've got some tools that I'm going to share with you that are going to not only identify where those challenges are, but also going to help you to understand how to overcome them, because that's God's goal, is to teach us how to overcome them. I know you know the song was out called "Teach Me How to Dougie." Teach me how to Dougie. Everybody Dougie. Everybody Dougie. I want to teach you how to overcome. Everybody overcome. Everybody overcome. And the way that we overcome is by understanding how we sabotage ourselves and others, so that we can stop doing that, so that we can really get to where God is taking us. Listen, I'm grateful for you guys being on today. I know I went a little longer than normal, but I just want to encourage you and let you know that God is absolutely in control when it comes to you and your life and your situation. There's nothing that He doesn't know, nothing that He hasn't already experienced. And I want to give you the opportunity to sow a seed. Listen, God has been doing something, and this 111 is huge. And 111, angel number 111 is new beginnings, right? New beginnings, fresh starts. And I talked about new today. God told me the other day to give people the opportunity to sow $111. $111 is something about that seed, something about what He's going to do with that seed that is going to change things in your life. I'm not saying you're going to be cursed if you don't sow it. I need y'all to hear me when I say this. But there's some of you that seed, that number is going to stick with you, and you're going to feel compelled to do that and to release that. If that's you, release it. You can send it cash app $DRV Johnson 777, cash app $DRV Johnson 777. If you need my Zelle or my Venmo, I can give you that. But if you feel compelled to do it, do it. Don't wait, do it. If you say, Dr. V, I can't do $111, right? I don't have that right now. Listen, I also can invoice you. You can use Afterpay to sow that seed. Or if you just want to sow another amount, you can. I just want you to know there's power in the seed. There's power in the seed. There's something God is doing, and it's going to be huge. And it's not going to take a long time for it to manifest in your life. Look, I thank you guys for being on today. I want you to know that I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, epic day. Today, our affirmation is Jesus is my peace. Jesus is my peace. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Mwah.